Curran, you looked at the camera yesterday and you pointed your finger at us and you said you have to wait. It's going to take a couple of years. How many years, Curran? I don't know if you can see me. I'm pointing my finger at you now. How many years is it going to take? 4?
4.
From like now?
It's a 4-year program. Every time you reboot, it's 4.
Phil's making a face.
What?
From like right now. Not counting the previous 4 years. Oh my goodness.
Well, that's how it works. It's 4 years. You change a regime, it's always going to be 4 years until you really have everything in place, from your scouting to your personnel to your culture to your quarterback to your systems. It takes 4 years. Now, did that happen with the Patriots and Bill Belichick? No, it didn't. They were 5-13. Tom Brady took over, and they actually got great traction. But as Belichick said, we weren't who we wanted to be until 2004. So sometimes you can fast track it, and I think the Houston Texans did too. But the Texans have been building as well. They got the quarterback and they got the head coach, but that program was in place with Nick Caserio. So yeah, they've already failed in one rebuild. We're 4 years since then, 20, 21, 22, 23. So the first 4-year rebuild didn't work. Here we go with the next 4.
That's so long. It's too long.
But
Trenny, it shouldn't take that long. It doesn't have to take that long. If you get the right quarterback and you surround him properly, look at the quarterback class from 2020. How many guys hit at the top of that class? Burrow hit. Herbert hit. Tua, I think we can say, hit. After he was surrounded by the right pieces. I think teams have gotten smarter about getting the most out of these young quarterbacks, and I think young quarterbacks, generally speaking, it's not the case with everybody, okay, but generally speaking, are more ready to throw and play in the NFL passing game now than maybe ever before, because of the amount of throwing they're doing from the time they're 7 years old in 7-on-7 leagues. And so it shouldn't take that long. It didn't take that long in Houston. It didn't take that long in Detroit. You know, I think San Francisco and Kansas City are good examples of Tom's long-term build. Those did take a little bit longer, and you pounced on the right quarterback at the right time if you're Kansas City. But the Patriots, if they hit it right at quarterback, it should not take 4 years. In 2 years, you should be competitive and 500 or better, Tom. 2 years, not 4.
When we use a Houston example, though, where to an extent, or Miami even. Miami's a really good example because they were as bad as the Patriots were in 2019, as the Patriots are right now. And their rebuild included being aggressive to get Tyreek Hill, hitting on Jalen Waddle, making a deal to do that, and also hitting on Tua, and being aggressive to trade guys. Go ahead.
They wasted 2 years of Tua, though, because they didn't surround him with a coaching staff that understood offense.
They did.
So if they had done that properly and done it earlier, as opposed to battering him with Brian Flores and multiple offensive coordinators in the same season, that's a joke. You can't do that. If you handle it that way, that's how you get a 4 or 5 year rebuild. If you handle it properly, it should take much less time than that.
I wonder, too, when we talk about a rebuild, where we're rebuilding to? Are they rebuilding to be a 500 team? Are they rebuilding to be a 10-7 team, or are they rebuilding to become a contender? I would generally say you're rebuilding to be a team that is consistently built to be over 500, and I think that's going to be that's why I say 4 years.